Good afternoon, guys. We're out on the course now. Dave is just tying his shoelace after doing a bit of jogging on the spot because it is freezing. I have got my mittens on. But guys, we're going to test these out now on the golf course. We're going to hit 2 shots, well, 1 shot each on this tee. We're going to go to the second, hit a couple of tee shots, and then we're going to do the same down the 9th and see how these work out. Again, a few comments from last week was obviously what shafts has Dave got in these. Obviously with his club head speed, they are the new drivers. We know this PARADYM is the low spinning one. We've got a 45 gram shaft in the Stealth and we've got a 40 gram shaft here in the PARADYM. So very lightweight. A lot of people will think, well, I've only ever seen 55 gram, 50 gram. You've got to shop about. You've got to shop about. You've got to look. You've got to ask the question as well, guys. So when you go for a fitting, if you are swinging similar to Dave, around about 88 to 92 miles an hour, do ask about obviously what is the lightest shaft they do have, because that is going to help you get speed. A lot of the times you're then going to deliver the club a little bit better. We have more control. We saw with Dave's previous driver, he was a strong regular shaft, and Dave wasn't. He felt a little bit stiff. He wasn't in control of it. We know. But I think people get a bit. I think people get a bit embarrassed about going for a lighter shaft because it's sort of, people say it's senior or ladies or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever works for you. Again, I've got a 50 gram shaft. It is a stiff and a strong stiff, but it's 50 grams, so it is very light, but you can get those flexors all the way down. It could be a senior shaft, it could be a ladies shaft, but as long as it presents a club and you get more distance, it doesn't matter. It's just going to say 40 grams on it. It's going to be light, but you can get obviously shafts. Again, they'll say men's shafts in a 40 gram, which is nice lightweight for Dave to make sure he gets that club head speed. So last week we started with the PARADYM. Today I'm going to let him go straight on the Oki with the Stealth 2. So Dave, let's get one of your golf balls. Let's see if you can get a tee in the ground, because it is still...
Titleist 1, Chris.
Titleist 1. So we're going to hit a Titleist 1 and a Titleist 2 down there, and we're going to see which is the furthest. So PARADYM up next, guys, but again, not the easiest of driving holes. It is a 40-yard fairway, but we will see that it does slope from right to left. So Dave's got to get this starting up the right-hand side. We saw his tendency with this driver was to lose it a little bit left. So a nice swing here, aiming up the right-hand side. Let's see what that does.
Bit slippy.
Well, a little bit of a slip on the ice. So drawing a little bit. Some big moves off the frozen ground there, down the left-hand side there, but Dave did slip on the ground. So let's switch over now and let's go for the PARADYM. So in with your Titleist 2 now, Dave. Tee just went to the right of the markers. I know he doesn't like to lose a tee, does Dave? He's got another one, he's prepared.
Oh, it's there and all.
See there, guys, straight away from inside. Yes, it's dry, it's not as slippy inside, but Dave's trying to give that a little bit more out on the golf course. This is where it's great to get out here and test. We need to be in balance. We know Dave can get the distance from these clubs. And that is straight up the right-hand side. Oh, coming back nicely into the middle of the fairway. So much more balanced swing there with the second drive. So it's a classic of getting on the golf course when testing drivers, guys, because we always try and give it that little bit more straight out of the middle, which I will show you shortly. Dave's going to pick one tee up there and one tee there, because we know Dave doesn't like to lose tees.
I don't like to lose them now.
You can see there the strike from Dave right in the centre, just above the middle of the club, and that's why it went dead straight and is in the fairway. So guys, you might notice this is not the second hole. It is actually quite busy out here today. It's still frozen on the ground. So we're going to come and we're going to hit 2 balls each with both drivers off the 9th tee here. Again, a dog leg to the right. So we've seen Dave's more common shot, standard shot with the Stealth 2 has been to the left. It has been overdrawing it. He doesn't feel as comfortable with the PARADYM. We saw that, again, dispersion inside was much more down the middle or favouring the right-hand side. So this hole probably suits his eye better with the PARADYM. We know that's his favourite at the moment, but we want to give it a good test. We're going to hit 2 with both guys. We're going to start again with the Stealth to make it a fair test. Last week we went with the PARADYM first. We want to make sure he's getting the Stealth first. He can hit 2 shots in a row with that. Then we're going to get down and see where they have gone distance-wise and dispersion. Right, so Stealth 2, in we come. Again, we want to aim just down the right-hand side of the fairway here, just right of those coniferous trees. Ooh, there. And bring the ball back. So Dave's normal shot has been that, so again, good routine. In balance here, Dave. So on the first, Dave tried to give it a little bit more, as we all do. Let's hold that finish.
You know me too well, Chris.
That's an
Oh, I tell you what,
absolute
that's
ripper,
nice.
Dave. Absolute cracking shot down there. Straight down the middle, exactly where he said. Don't worry, Dave, your tee did go forwards. We can find that. Okay, so another shot like that. So much better there from Dave. In balance, we didn't get the curvature. Again, sometimes it is pilot error, guys, as we all know.
Sometimes, don't come near it.
We always like to blame the golf club, but it's often a pilot error. So good routine, the same here, Dave. So again, turning a little bit left on the
Yeah,
left
bit
hand.
bit toey, Chris.
A little bit toey down the left hand rough. But again, not too bad in play. But let's see what the PARADYM does. So let's switch over now. Okay, PARADYM up now. So same routine. Let's see. So dispersion there. We've probably got 40, 50 yards between those two ones. So a little bit off the toe, an off-centered hit. Let's see what we can do with this. That's a great shot. So very similar to Dave's first shot.
Yep.
So that's another fairway for PARADYM. So 2 for 2 for fairways.
That's three tees I've lost now.
3 tees gone. Tell you what, Mrs. Harrison will not be happy. Let's see. So again, good one for there, Dave. Down the middle. It'd be interesting to see distance-wise compared to the Stealth. It could be very similar. Let's see what the second one is. Very consistent there. So one missed strike on one, obviously good strike with both drivers. So let's get down there, Dave, and let's see the dispersion, the difference between those, and we'll go from there. So guys, we're just getting out of the way of the people behind, but very interesting there. So the off-centered hit with the PARADYM and the Stealth did go around about the same distance. So very consistent off-centered hits, they were close together. That's what we'd come to expect. That's kind of what we saw inside, depending on how misstruck they were, but they were very similar shots.
But still in play.
Still in play. Again, the second two, or the good two drives there we hit, obviously with both drivers, were both in the fairway. The Stealth actually was a little bit further, so around about 10 yards further, but Dave said that was out of the screws. The PARADYM wasn't perfectly struck. So very interesting there that the PARADYM that wasn't perfectly struck was only 10 yards behind the Stealth. So giving us a result of, I would say, we've had, obviously the first PARADYM was in the fairway, again it was further than the Stealth, and there even a missed hit one was down there. So PARADYM is leading, guys. We saw that inside, we saw dispersion, we saw confidence. Dave's much more confident with that one off the tee. Again, with the Stealth, Dave knows
maybe it's the red.
Maybe it's the red of Manchester United. So he's starting to feel like he does lose it left more with the Stealth. So again, that we know that's Dave's bad shot. We've seen his numbers are good inside, just doesn't give him the confidence that he wants. So the PARADYM is leading so far, guys. So as soon as I get the normal PARADYM with the movable weights that is going to be a little bit more forgiving, we're going to give that a go. Dave's performing well with the triple diamond, but as many people commented, maybe the spin is a little bit too low. Maybe we could get a little bit more out of it. And as we know, a little bit more distance, if we keep the dispersion, is going to help Dave get closer to 9 handicap. So guys, comment below which drivers have you tested, which ones are you looking at potentially buying this year, and also let us know what kind of irons you want to see Dave test. We know he's got the Callaway Apex DCBs. What do we want to compare those to? So guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again later in the week.
See you soon.